Well, hello. Welcome to another Jester's match here at the Mad Apple Burger and Billiard Company in Appleton, Wisconsin. I am Chris G, and I am joined in the booth with Chris G. Hey, how's it going? Hey, how you doing? I'm doing good. How you doing? Great. So Patrick's stepping up. We had a guy not show up, and we made an announcement to all the 499s, and nobody wanted to play. Scared. So we got Patrick Glynn versus Michelle Nevel. 9-ball, race to 11. No 9-ball breaks. Ball in hand. Cue ball fouls only. BCAPL rules. Should be pretty exciting. Thanks for joining. I know we got some viewers. If you can grab the link and, share it. Would appreciate it. We'll get you the classic view. They are playing 3-foul rule, if I didn't say that, which is odd in 9-ball. You don't get that. You don't get that very often. I've seen it twice, though. 2 weeks in a row. So I'm going to have some guest commentators pop up here. We're going to have Ray, South Strip, Skinnendor, possibly Connie Wassinger, Mason Cook. We also got Dan, Damon's father. He's also in the tournament. So a lot of these players are in the Sunday tournament, and they're busy right now. Patrick Glynn will join me for the Knights. And that match starts in 4:30? So we appreciate everybody for joining. And let's see if Patrick can pull it together here, because Michelle's been playing great. And she's won, 2-3 weeks in a row. She's the current Jester. And between me or him, he's like, who wants to play? And I was like, well, we're both on the list. Nobody else wants to play. We reached out to a few people who are more recent on the list. 4 weeks out, 5, 6 weeks out. Nobody responded. So, this is where we're at. Look at it like a bonus. You don't have to listen to Patrick. I know I'm enjoying that. I'm joking, of course. He will be here for the Knights. I'll be stuck in this little booth with him for at least 3 hours. The earlier match seemed like a great match. I think Laura Link pulled that one off. Look at that 9-ball. Easy. First game. Patrick had the opportunity. Dogged it. Michelle 1-2-0. Race to 11. They got their Fargo rates in very close. Patrick's a little overrated. Michelle's a little underrated. Coleman. The problem is, Coleman, is that we don't know until about 15, 20 minutes before it starts. But I'll keep that in mind. And if you can get here in that time, another reason to maybe play in the weeklies. You pay $10 to get in the weekly. So what? Maybe you have to drop out. If you have to drop out, you lose $10, but you get the chance to win 150. It's a 2-person, 150 each, 300 in the middle. It's a 2-person tournament. But I'll note that, Coleman, and I'll also tell Patrick. So this doesn't happen very regularly because, people wait a year, right, to get on this in this bracket, the 499 and under. And what happens is, if you do something like this, you're gone. You're off the list. With no contact. You got to at least say something. So, anyway, who else is out there? We got about 25 viewers. Starting a little slow. It's the new channel again. We've been doing this for a couple of months. Grab the link from YouTube. Share it on Facebook. Everything helps. It's free. There's no ads. I'm not even going to play an advertisement. All we got is our little banners circling through in the middle there of some of our sponsors. Oh, no good. No good. Very close, though. They're playing with the TV ball, so I'm going to be confused. They got the pink 4. Not to be confused with the pink 5 when you're watching Matchroom events or whatever they got going on. I think they got the orange 4, which is even worse. You can't reuse the same color. Joe Menina, how you doing? We had about a foot of snow, it seems like, in our area. The plows have come through. It's like it never happened. So for those of you that, were able to hang out, see the Queens match, it was Kendall, Quickfire Cook, and Sean Gretzinger. She's super awesome for helping out with that. I feel like she's definitely a regular now. She's kind of locked her spot in there. And it works out really well. So thank you to Kendall and Sean for doing the Queens. And I don't remember who played. It was Laura Link, maybe Cheryl. I don't know. I got in about 1, and that was done. It was early. It was a quick match. Ah, right. And we'll definitely let you, Coleman. The gross buyer. I know I'm saying it wrong. Better than gross beer. Brothers in the booth. At least Coleman. Yeah, I kind of missed Jeff. I think he lost, right? Or did he have to bow out? I don't remember what happened. I don't think he lost. I think there was a holiday, and then all those major tournaments popped up, and Jeff Gerald Martin, of course, runs all of them. I don't know, underneath Dr. Poole and Dean and all those other guys. You know them all. All right, we got a 1-1 game match. Patrick won that game. Surprising. His stroke looks like he's sawing wood. I think we're probably going to have to have a challenge match between him and I, because that could be fun. We'll do like I don't know, Red Lobster $100 gift card in the middle. Something like that. I just saw Dan walk by. He's hiding from me. I'm going to get him in the booth. See, the problem is Dan's in the tournament, and he also likes to support his son Damon and, coach, watch, be there. And sometimes when you're in the booth, 5 hours can pass by, and oh, was that a push out? Because I don't think that if that was a push out, Michelle's giving it back to him. We'll focus on the game now. I'm going to check the stream, make sure everything's looking good. Looks pretty good. I think I got to adjust the focus a little bit. See if I can tweak that on the fly here. I'm blowing everything up. Ever since we went on the road and came back, we've adjusted so much. Nice try at that. Holy cow. It was about an inch away from hitting the 5-9 combo. That would have been amazing. I got my Mad Apple Extreme jersey on. given to all of us by Kendall. He didn't even make him pay. He didn't make us pay for him. No complaints there. For those that know me, I wear the same 4 shirts, so add one to the arsenal. All right. See if we can. I'm tweaking some cameras here. That should look a little bit better on the left. We don't push at the highest bit rate or 4K or anything like that. It's not really necessary. We do need to make some adjustments. We got a brand new streaming computer sitting back there. We're probably going to swap that out. All the stuff we use for Jason Shaw's tournament. Hey, mobile pool streaming. WMPS. Yeah, Sawzall. It's weird because he keeps his elbow straight, but somehow the stick goes up and down, up and down. Maybe he doesn't. He kind of. It's his own thing, you know. It's custom. But I have noticed he does stay down and follow through. He has a nice straight follow through. So, jokes aside, it works for him. When he gets on a roll, he's making some pretty difficult shots. You know, he's at that level just like I am, just like most jesters are, where maybe you make 3, 4 balls, maybe 5. You get a little out of line. Things start falling apart on you. Or you take an easy shot for granted. A lot of it comes down to angles, you know, leaving a good angle for the next shot, you know. This is tough. I mean, one ball, maybe off the 5, draw it back for the 2. I think I like that. Otherwise, you're probably going to hit the 3, and it's going to cluster up. Yeah, I mean, and the 5 might be a little too far off, but I think you can do it, though. Just hit the 1 straight, draw. The 1 will go in the corner off the 5, and then you should be able to zip this back for the 2. Nope, he went for the power draw, but not off the 5. Then, of course, overcut it a little bit. Still a doable shot, you know. Did something go in? I missed it. I'm going to have to get my own replay. So 9 ball is slop. Oh, double kiss. What was that? How did that? He got out of the 2 pretty well. I don't know what that even was. Let me see here. Let's get a replay real quick. Double kiss. Pop, pop, pop. Comes back almost perfect for the 2 ball. Nice shot there, Patrick. His alias is Mr. Sharpstick. When he kicks into that alias, that alternate identity, he starts shooting real good. He's like a 600 player. Comes with a Scottish accent. I don't know. I can't do it. I'm not going to even try to do it. But just so you know. Mr. Sharpstick. Patrick Glynn. Haven't seen his brother for a while. He helps me in the booth. He also plays pool. Probably been busy. I think he's doing some kind of contractor work out in Milwaukee. Yeah, little ticky there. Tried to make it, but also maybe kind of a two-way. I mean, this two is tough now. I mean, you can bank it, or you can play a safe. There might even be an issue with the pink four. Look at that, Z-bank. That's going on the real. Still an issue, though, with the four ball. It's going to be tough to break that out, too. Because with the 9 and the 8 where they're sitting, you can't really. Yeah, maybe. Almost. That was a tough shot because she went for it, and she hoped like something would just kind of break into that cluster. Good hit. Oh, my goodness. That's the Pegasus. That one was for the crowd. This one's for me. It's really, really tough to settle down on a shot like this, especially when you got to come back for the 8. Yeah, that's a tough shot. So she tried to put a little bottom, maybe bottom left on it. That 8 ball would have been makeable, but not a shot I'd want to take under pressure. It's another weird shot. I mean, even if you put bottom right on this, if you can somehow get past the 9 and not scratch, let's see what he does here. Okay, so he just did top, maybe top left. You know, it came out okay. I mean, it could have been worse. He could have been behind the 9. Also, hats off for Patrick stepping up. I don't even work my cues anymore, and I could have shot with somebody else's cues, but I was scared. So Patrick stepped up. He's risking the 150, 150. Man, these Sprecher's Orange Dreams. I always get one per stream. Look at that. Look at that shape. Doesn't get much better than that. Clean out. 2-2. Keeping this even. No one's running away with this match. Let's see if we can we'll get some action shots. I don't know. Is Jenny watching? I don't know if Patrick shared to his friends and family. What am I saying? Family. Nice solid break. 9 ball goes in. Everything goes in almost. Sadly, the cue ball went. And you know when that happens, it's ball in hand. Patrick starting with ball in hand here. Looking to roll up for the 2. Any angle will do. I mean, if you want an outside angle, you can come around for the 3. Ooh. A little uncharacteristic there, Patrick. He's smiling at himself, you know. He's drinking an Orange Dream as well. He's enjoying himself. Michelle went rail first there to come out. 2 rails. This is one of those shots where it's mostly speed. You come back out, maybe around the 7, boom, one rail. Look at that. Doesn't get much better than that. I mean, this one you can just stun, cue ball, slide over to the right a little bit, or you could follow it up. Yeah, I like how she rolled it. I mean, she's not afraid of just cutting that 4-ball in. Pink 4-ball today. Every once in a while, we change things up and throw the TV balls in there. So these new tables came in, I don't know, about less than a year ago, and all the balls were brand new, Super Aramith Pros. So I don't mind using the regular ones because they're actually newer than these. We've had these TV balls for, I don't know how old they are. Maybe since the beginning of the pool hall, maybe even before. All right. This is the key shot right here. A ball in the pocket. There's about 85 different ways of doing this. All right. She just used maybe a little bit of left. Hit it soft. Held up for the 9 in the side. I think that's the way to do it. I mean, who would have tried to get perfect on that in one of the corners? I mean, that's risky. There we go. Nice, clean 9-ball. I think Michelle's feeling it. This might be her 3rd week in a row. We'll go over to the Patrick cam again. He's doing his taxes, checking his emails. I heard a bird or noise or something in the ceiling. I don't know. Something's going on. Three to 2. Far from over. I mean, if it was 5-0, I'd say we've got an issue, but Patrick's only 1 game down. What's up, Avenue Auto? Mr. Derek. I think we're going to be seeing you soon, right? For the Knights match. I'm checking my... Yep. Dan Yanor versus Derek Schwartz. Derek Schwartz, true story, owns Avenue Auto in Oshkosh if you're looking for a used car or some kind of service. I know he does the auction thing. It's pretty cool. He's got the license for that. I always think if I go with him, maybe I'll be able to find like a Porsche for like $2,000 or something brand new, but that ain't happening. Oh, let's get you a better view. We don't want to see that. There we go. Ooh. You're warming up on your 9-footer. Yeah, when you see this match coming to an end, that's pretty much your alarm for getting out the door. We started a little late, but not much. We had troubles with the original contestant, challenger. Ooh. You know what? Missing that might not have been the worst thing in the world. Two-ball really doesn't have a home. Maybe Karam off the 7. Little kiss. But then, you got to play for the 3 as well. It's very tricky. See if there's a nice safe here. Hit the old point. Turned out really nice, though. Even if she kicks this, I mean, the cue ball is going to be going away from the 3. That's what she's looking at right now. I mean, maybe if it rolls forward, simply cut the 3, but first things first, right? This kick, not easy. Ooh, that's going to be ball in hand. Now, 3 foul rule, right? So she's on 1. I think only 1. I don't think it's going to come into play. But remember, they can use that rule. So if a player scratches and maybe you play a first shot safety, they get on 2, you might win the game. You got to get them to 3, and you have to tell them when they're on 2, when they're going up to shoot. You know, you call safe or whatever, and then you say, you have 2. Just remember, you have 2, so if you don't hit this, game over. It's part of the rules. Tricky shot. Good job making it. Really difficult 6-ball. I mean, I guess you could just roll this in. Things probably will work out better for you. Look at that. Puts it in with authority. A little too much right. I think the right English got a little... because he'd love to just roll this in and have the 8 in the corner. So now we're going to see at least 1 rail. Look at that, maybe 2. Man, that was perfect. We're going to go ahead and put that on the reel. Real good attempt here to finish this game up. Now, I don't know if you noticed, but he kind of lifted his stick up. He didn't have that follow-through like he did on the other 3 shots. Does change things a little bit, you know? So, Michelle's got 2 balls. They might as well be playing 2-ball. She underhit it a little bit, but you know what? I think it came out just enough to make this not so bad. Let's call it not so bad. Well, all right. 4-2. Michelle takes a 2-game lead. There's a guy walking around in a tuxedo. Looks lost. Maybe I can show it. Right in the middle. Uh-oh. Got some focus issues. There we go. He's just kind of bobbing and weaving through all the table. All right, that camera needs a little loving. Solid break. Gets a pop. Scratches once again. Look how excited Patrick is. He's chalking up before he gets to the table. It's the way to do it. All the good players do it that way. I think he's got maybe like a raincoat on of some kind. In case it rains in here. I do remember Patrick was hunting, and then we had a couple weeks off because of Thanksgiving and some tournaments. The Wausau Open's going on next week. We don't have that week off. Didn't get on our calendar. Normally, if there's some kind of a tournament, WSBA, BCA, ACS, those. Forgot about the Wausau Open. It's also a Dr. Poole event. It's in Rothschild next weekend. I think Laura might have an issue playing Queens, if I heard correctly. So we'll see what we can do on that. But we did not schedule that as a no-stream weekend. Personally, I forgot about it. Is he going for the 9? Yeah, because I don't think the 4 would have gone. So that was an attempt at the 9, and look at that. Rewarded with a safety. Doesn't get much better than that. Tricky shot here. Just misses the 4. That's going to be 2 fouls for those that are counting. She is on 2 fouls. Whether or not he knows is another story. I mean, he could make the 4, maybe play a safe on the 5. I don't know. Maybe he'll try to run out. 6 ball looks a little tricky. But if he can get another lockup safety, he could win this game. So for review, Michelle scratched on the break and then missed that hit. So that, I believe, is 2. Oh, that looks nice. If that 6 goes, this is just a stop shot. Draw it back a little for the 7. Ooh, slow down, slow down. All right. I don't know if I'm going to do too much with this. I might just roll this in, you know? So what? You'll end up maybe 6-7 inches down the table. The 8 ball's still doable. He might want to get better on it, though. I don't know. Yeah, just roll it in. It's a good choice. It's an advanced choice. You know, I mean, a lot of people overcomplicate stuff like that, including myself. This is it. 9 ball to bring it to 3. Thanks, Pete. Ooh, got a little close to that side pocket there. How you doing, Pete Besta? Appreciate you sharing. I mean, it's the only way people are going to know is if you share it on Facebook. And I know the Packers play at 8, 7:30. So we're clear here. A little pregame action of pool. All right. Patrick to break. Brought the score to 3-4. Michelle in the lead. Race to 11. Nice out there by Patrick. Michelle's been breaking and scratching, giving him an opportunity to kind of take control of the game, make a couple balls, play a safe. Sometimes that's better at this level. You know, if there's a cluster, you don't want to make them all and then break up the cluster and have your opponent just make the last 3 balls. So it's a strategy at this level when people aren't breaking and running multiple racks in a row. Nice shot. A little unfortunate. Tried to come around. I think the draw held it up a little bit on that side rail. Otherwise, it would have came out perfectly for the 2. Good kick. Wow. Would you look at that? How'd he hit that? I mean, really. And shape. Sometimes you just got to love 9 ball, you know? Who doesn't love 9 ball? There we go. Just ticks the 5 in, comes around. He's not slowing down. He's going for it. 6 in the corner. You can see Michelle in the background, hoping that she gets another shot on this. He put a good stroke on it, but oh no, what is that? What is that? I don't know what that is. I mean, wow, did she make that? That was a great kick shot. Rolls in the 8. Didn't really have much choice. The angle was off on it. Unless you want to sit there and try to go 2 rails with massive follow. That's the shot you get. Nine balls in. It's the way to do it. Here's our player cam. Patrick enjoying his Sprecker's orange dream. I don't mind if I do. Oh, that's good stuff. There we go, Michelle to break. Three ball might be in trouble. A lot of spin on that cue ball. This is a tricky shot. Just tap it in. Oh, no. That was, sometimes those side pockets, they seem to have a little hump, Because that looked like it was going. You couldn't hit that much better. This is a tough shot. Is she going to do the old pool hall junkies? Just a one rail kick. I think she tried it though. So what that does, maybe not. I don't know. But you shoot off the rail. You just tick the one so it moves out a little bit in front of the side pocket, and then the kick comes back and hits the one. I think that's what she was attempting there. That would have been amazing. Look at that. Oh, no. Maybe a little table roll or something. I feel like that was going. Couldn't hit that much better. All right, looks like we're looking at a 1-2 combo. She did touch the 2 at the 1, moved it a little closer. Now, I think what I'm going to be doing with this, I think I like breaking into the rack here a little bit, to the cluster there at the foot. I don't know what he's looking at here. Is he trying to carry him? I like the combo, but I like putting a little bit of left on this because you need to get that 4 out of there. Either that or you have to leave yourself an angle. Okay, he did. Look at that. Does that open up the 3-9 combo or what? I like that angle too. Keeps the 3 not so much of a blind shot. I mean, you cut the 3 just a little bit to the left, and you should combo this 9 in. And there should be no issues on scratching. It's also a 2-way if you miss it. He did follow it up. Very dangerous there because it could have gone off the 4 into the corner there, but you know what? It didn't. Great combo by Patrick. I think that ties it up. I wonder what Michelle's listening to. Hopefully she's not listening to me because That wouldn't be good. That drops your Fargo at least 100. So weird seeing the brown 7. Dookie Brown. Speaking of the 7, drops it. Drops the 1. Not much of a shot. That looks like a pink 4. A little tough to see. I'll go to this view here. Yeah, the 2, tough shot. He does have the ability to push out here after the break, so might not be a bad idea. You know, I almost like maybe breaking up the 6 and the 5 and just leaving the 2 really tough. Give yourself a good opportunity to get out. But with the way, you know, both these players sometimes just kick in, right? So he said no to the breakup, left a difficult 2. This is a tricky shot because you make the 2, cue ball is going to go off the 8. Not a lot going on here to get on the 3. I like that. She went right into it. That would have opened up some kind of an opportunity, maybe even a save. Another tricky shot. These are shots I don't like to see when I'm up. I mean, you can't really draw it without scratching. You can probably make it. You know, roll it in, a little bit of top. But then, does the cue ball not... It might get shadowed there by the 5 and 6. Yeah, he tried that. He would have had a possibility there for a save. There's a window. Big window there. Yep, just tap it, put a little separation out there. I don't think it leaked out. I don't know if Patrick would jump this. I mean, might be the easiest way. Kicking would probably be the easy way to get a good hit. He's looking at a Masse here. Look at that. Hit the ball, hit another rail, hit the ball again. Nice Masse. I don't know if you noticed the curve kind of came in late there. It had some spin. Mr. Sharpstick's a trick shot player. Oh, man, those are tough. Not much of a reward. I think I'm rolling up. If possible. I'm not sure if I can see the angle, but I think I'd put a little follow on this, tick the 4, and leave the cue ball kind of behind the 5 and the 6. Maybe breaking those up a little bit. Okay, she saw the combo. Oh, no. 6 almost went in the side. Tough shot for Patrick on the 4. If he makes this, pretty good opportunity to get out here and tie this match up. Not bad. He does seem to put a little outside and he stuns those a little more than I think he wants to. But you know what? He's putting a stroke on it and he's making them. So as long as it works. Ooh. Nice control on the cue ball. Decent angle. This is not bad. I mean, you could just make the 6 and leave yourself a little bit of an angle to come around, or you can stun over, possibly get a better angle. Because in a perfect world, you want to shoot that 8 in the bottom right and have the cue ball, go one rail and sit nice for the 9 in the upper right. Let's see what he does here. I think he's putting a little top on it. Might just be tapping this in, though. Okay. See, he tried to cut that thin so he can get on the other side of the 8, but I don't know. Out of the 3 or 4 different options, that was the toughest one, because even if he would have made that, it would have been really tough to get on the 9 from that. Boom. Comes around. Decent angle to go 3 rails. Come around for the 9. Oh, is she banking this? She banked it, but she didn't draw it back. So now she's going to have another bank. Is this going to be a 3 bank out? I think Patrick, if she makes this, he just has to quit. Oh, wow. You know what, though? I don't know if that... Yeah, there's a little gap there on the rail. This is totally cuttable. Nice attempt there by Michelle. Triple bank threat. Wow. Those cuts are tough, though. I'm not going to lie. Even though it was off the rail, that did give him a little opportunity there. So now we're tied up. Effective race to 6. First player to win 6 games takes all the money. You see, Michelle's probably not mad, but not happy about that. I mean, it's tough to shoot 3 banks, and they're all lower percentage. And she had the aim there, put a lot of speed on it. It kind of rattled. A little softer, it probably would have gone wider, but... So you can't really tell someone, well, if you would have hit that bank softer, it would have gone in. Well, no, because if you hit it softer, it actually goes wider. You would have missed it. So I'm not going to say that. But maybe a combination of all that. Patrick to break. Tied match. 5-5 in a race to 11. You see Dustin Lasse in the background there. Got Ray and Barry Skinnendorf playing. It's cool to see Barry playing. A lot of regulars here. We got JR, Fong's playing. Some new faces that I haven't seen. And a couple players that I haven't seen for a year. That I can't remember their names, but I've seen them. You'll just have to trust me on that one. We'll see if I can get you a view of the pool room later. Got a lot of people in here playing in the... I think they had about 30 for the weekly, which is not bad for a snow day. I think having it start at 1 o'clock, most of the snow was plowed, cleared. Everybody had time to shovel their driveways. Nice shot there. Not the easiest shot on the 4. Patrick's not holding back. Plays a safe. Does get it. I know Michelle can jump, but I believe she kicks more than jumps. Good hit on the 4. Really doesn't sell out. I mean, this is a tough 4. Even if you make the 4, getting on the 5, not a guaranteed leave. I like that. Going for the second safe. I think there might be a window there, though, this time. That's going to be one foul. Ball in hand for Patrick. And if the 5 does look like it goes in the upper right, I think I like. I thought he was going to shoot the 5 first. He probably forgot about the pink ball. Or maybe that's where he wants the cue ball to stop. Now, if I'm going for precision leaves, I'm usually rolling into them with top. That works, though. Should be able to cut this in and without a whole lot, maybe bump the 9. Yeah, that was the plan. Good opportunity here for Michelle. Clean this up. Yep, nice shot there. Comes out. Great angle on the 7 to get to the 8. I like rolling into the 9, so. Oh, no, that's not as much as she wanted. This is going to be a little trickier now. Maybe a little inside. Nope, she went outside, comes around, wanted to come around the 9, shoot the 9 in the upper left, but you know what? I'm not going to complain about this. It's almost a straight-in shot in the corner. A little bit of a cut. Oh, boy. She put a stroke on that. You know what? Left it tough, though. Man. This is one of those shots where, like, you're glad to be back at the table, but at the same time, you'd love it to be a little easier. Yeah, rattled it. Leaves it right in front of the side pocket. That's going to be the end of this game. That's going to give Michelle the lead again. Puts a stroke on it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know why she did it so hard, but, you know, it is what it is. Vincent DeDeo. How you doing? Haven't seen you for a while. I'll leave you guys with the pool room for a bit while they rack. We got a good match going on here. One game lead only. That's not a lot, especially in 9 ball. Decent break. Shot on the 1. Looks like they're drawing for the break pot. That should be on the tight table, but I don't know. I don't know if they've made that decision yet. Look at that. Rolls down perfect for the 2-ball. Ah. For the Cue It Up tournament, right? I wasn't here for that. I ran the long race 9-ball the weekend before, and I needed a Saturday. Otherwise, I would have been here. The Cue It Up tournament, I've done well in that here and there. You know, I don't know how. I mean, there's so many good players. The handicap ain't great, but you know, if you could string 3 or 4 games together, I mean, you can beat one of those 680s. Because I saw the Cue It Up stream turn on, limited commentary. I didn't get a chance to watch it yet. Yeah, it's a good tournament. Michael does a good job with that. Mike Taylor. All right, so he left himself straight in on the 6 with ball in hand. I think he's a little upset with himself because that could have been a lot easier, right? If you just left yourself a little angle, and there might be enough there, you know, just stun over for the 7 in the side. Yeah, roll out. Now I think he's forced to shoot this all the way down now. Not a shot I'd want to be taking. I think I would have liked to roll out another maybe 3-4 inches and just shoot it in the side. Oh, he drills it. Perfect shape on the 9. Done deal. Tied match. Yeah, Mike does a great job with those. Was usually you see the Rhino, Sam Henderson, maybe Nate Mindum. I didn't really look at the bracket, but there's typically a lot of good players. And he's got this cool thing where the more you play, the more entries you get into some kind of raffle. So that's kind of cool. So it kind of makes you want to play in all of them, right? Play all around Wisconsin. Just a little travel. Win or lose, you get entered into the tournament. I think you get more points if you win. More entries. But always a solid job. Solid break. Makes a ball. Tough on the 1. Makes 3 balls. Sucks when you break that good and then you don't have a shot on the 1. You know, being in the center of the table a little more would help. Yeah, there's been a lot of tournaments, man. Like even when we did the long race 9-ball, there was a tournament at Varsity, there was a tournament in Portage, there was a tournament in Red Granite. Seems like every one. I mean, I guess that's a good thing. People have choices. Bad thing, you don't get those big, you know, numbers. It's kind of nice to have a 64-person tournament once in a while. I know Ballroom does a pretty good job running 2 tournaments, maybe even 3 at the same time. Calcutta's always amazing. I did pretty well there the last one I went to, and then I haven't been back since. Feel like I can't do much better than that. Maybe I'll go for part 2 someday. Yep, leaves the 1. Looks like the 3 does go in the upper right, so if you just float the table down, Yeah, just get her down. Don't scratch, but get down there. Yep. It's a nice shot. A little close to the rail, but you don't need much to get on the 4 here. Yep, perfect. You know, he's not jacked up over the 9. He went far enough so that he can cue comfortably. Now, question is, do you roll this in the side or do you take it all the way down? This is personal preference. He takes, in my opinion, it's probably the better shot if you're not feeling the side pockets. So now with that 6, I might have played a stop shot there so I could just come out, you know, 1 rail for the 9. I don't like drawing for the last ball. But that works. Even a stop shot works. I find my nerves get a little bunched, you know. If you're going to miscue, it's going to be a shot like that. Yeah, that's right. It's you get an entry into a cash raffle at the end of the season. The more you play, the more entries you get. And the multi-division tournaments, I mean, I don't like them. I think they work well, but I don't like the wait. You know, I feel like I'm sitting in the booth over there staring at my phone for like hours and hours and hours. But I mean, he's central and he's got a great pool hall and they're all diamonds. It's just a personal preference on the weighting, you know. I think it'd be nice to see, you know, maybe some sanctioned tournaments, maybe some bigger events, opens, maybe slight handicap, whatever it takes to bring everyone together and just push it through. You know, you got like 14 tables, right? Maybe even more. Just push them through. Keep people playing all day. Tune out, see you later, you know? Nothing worse than getting a bye at the bottom of the bracket. You don't shoot till like 3 p.m. and you got there at like 9 a.m., you know? It's brutal, man. I mean, for me personally, I'm already thinking about going home at that point. You know, it's not a good mentality. So that's why it's not my thing. But I'm also I'm not trying to be a hater. It's good for pool. You know, it keeps people occupied. Give the people what they want, right? All right, I like what she's got going on here. Is she might have a slight weird angle on this. I don't know. Yeah, she had to finesse that around. I think she could have done without the left English there. She would have came out a little better. Look at that. Is there a window? I think we might see Mr. Sharpstick pull out his jump cue and throw the cue ball across the room. I think that's what's going to happen here. Let's see. What's he getting? What's he doing? What's he digging for? There it is. All right, bets. Who's got bets on the cue ball? Making a big ding sound off the rafters. Or the bleachers, I should say. No, I think he's good here. I'm joking. It's not even a full ball jump. You just got to get over the 9. Oh, there's the ding. Big, 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 big. I was right. Oh, man, I hate being right.
Oh, man. He hit that ball terrible.
Yes, he did, Mr. Collar. He looks at the booth. I'm sorry, Patrick. I feel like I could kind of mess with you a little bit more. We wouldn't do this with anybody else. You know, it's just that we've been in the booth so long. We've been doing this for so many years that I think I give him a little more crapola. And he definitely does the same. So, I mean, fair, even up. I mean, you should have heard it. It hit the bleachers like 7 times. Sounded like a jackpot in Vegas. And everybody in the pool hall turns their head and looks. It's like the most embarrassing thing you can do. That or miscuing on the break. You know, that sound. Everybody knows what that sound is. South Strip. Got Mr. South Strip there playing on table 8. Solid out here. Oh, no. She tried to cheat the pocket a little bit, maybe, just to get, I don't know. It's one of those shots where you probably should have done more of a stop shot. Then your arm just says, you know what, I'm going to roll this in at the last second. We've all done it. Tough shot, though. I mean, it's possibly cuttable. It's also a pretty easy save. You know, you leave the 5 on the 8 on the left rail and the cue ball on the right. Maybe get the 9 ball in between. I don't know. He's doing some geometry. No, it's some full cue tangent line aiming system that I haven't figured out yet. We'll call it the sharp stick aiming system. Yeah, I mean, I think this is totally cuttable. Problem is you're letting the cue ball fly. Oh! He almost grabbed the cue ball when it was rolling. He knows that he can't give up. He can't, just forfeit this game because he'd lose this one and the next, which would give Michelle the lead. So he held his anger. Ooh, there's a chance here. There's a chance. She rolled out on this. I think having the side pocket there actually helps a little bit. You can hit the center of the cue ball a little nicer being on the rail. There we go. She's back. Center pocket. She gave him a chance. He gave her ball in hand, and now we have a tied match. Go take a look. We got Tim Glasheen. Shoot the glass. 8-ball tournament. You can see Fong in the upper left. Who's that? Craig Fowler? No, I don't think Craig's here today. I don't think he can get up on one leg like that. Oh, it's John. The slowest pool player in Wisconsin. I joke. He doesn't watch this anyway, so I like to joke with him. I was worried, though, because I was joking with him one time, and then I didn't see him for like 6 months. I thought I got under his skin, but no. He took a break or did some other tournaments. But yeah, John, he's usually here for every 8-ball tournament, on and off for the 9-ball tournaments on Monday. And don't forget, I mean, tomorrow is the 9-ball tournament, 7 p.m. Show up at 6:30. They got the $5 play before and after. I mean, it's $5. You could show up at like 5 o'clock, play for 2 hours, then say you go 2 and out. Not that happens. But then you could practice, play a ring game, have fun till midnight or so. That's a lot of pool for $5. And then the entry fee is tiered. So it depends on your Fargo. I mean, all in $20 for most people. Good luck getting a fast food meal or seeing a movie or any of that. Try going bowling for $20. Rolls in the 2, holds it enough. Now he's got to hit the 3 here and get lucky. Oh, no. What was that? That was awesome. We're definitely going to have to replay that because that was Mr. Sharpstick at his best. Getting lucky. Misses the 3. Accidentally hits the 9. Center pocket, side. Look at that. You can't even try to plan that. Nice shot, Pat. I mean, it's 9-ball. All right, so that gives Patrick a 2-1 game lead. He already marked it. Okay, so 8-7. I mean, this is a close match. I'll be honest, I didn't think it was going to be this close. I thought almost made the night. Oh, this is going to be fun. Does he get another quick game? All he's got to do is make the 2 or the 1, and then the 2-9 combo, no problem. Here, just so you can kind of see the angle there. I mean, does he take it in the side? Yeah, I like the side. Uh-oh. Where's the ball going? Where is the ball going? Oh, no. What is this? All right. I guess he wanted to run out. He didn't want to make the 2-9 combo, obviously. It's a respect thing. Is he drawn back? He is. Beautiful shot. Beautiful shot. Oh, he moved balls before they stopped rolling. That's a foul. A joke. Let's take a look at that shot. Hits the 2, draws back into the 9. I mean, I guess since you overshot the leave, that's next best thing you could do there. Patrick's playing good today. The balls are rolling in his favor. I mean, 9-ball's one of those games. You got to get some good rolls. Your brakes got to be on. And whatever it takes to win, right? So that gives Patrick 9. That was 2 quick games. Michelle's going to have to settle in a little bit here. She doesn't want to give him the hill. Because that's when nerves start playing games on you. I mean, I'm sure she's been in this position a million times. If he gives her a chance here, she's going to have to play a different game, maybe different strategy, maybe some more safeties. Because this match is slipping away here. I mean, say he slams the 1, cue ball hits the 3, 9-ball goes 3 rails. He makes this 2. I mean, hard to beat that. All right. He's taking it easy. It's a little tricky. Can't really hit the left side of the 1, which is optimal for a save. Right side, scratch. Kick is blocked by the 5, but she's going to put a little English on it. Yep, a little too much. A little too much English. So that's 1 foul. So the opponent that was supposed to be here was Christopher Showtime Johnson. Nickname Showtime, obviously. He is no stranger to the Jesters. I think he won a ton. Awesome guy, but confirmed, I think, on the 30th and then just ghosted. So I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on there. So I think he gets another chance, but he gets put to the back of the current schedule. So we might see him in 3-4 weeks. Ooh, yeah, that's the second time I've seen him do that. Trying to come out with too much English, not adjusting. You got to adjust the cut when you're doing that much English. You put that much right on it, it's throwing the ball to the left. Okay. Michelle's still playing offensive. I think with the 3 ball being clustered like that, she knows there's probably at least one more time at the table. But what do we have here? He broke it up. Now does he shoot the combo? Combo's tough because the scratch is there, but you might be able to hold the scratch back with a little draw, but jacking up on a shot like this, not easy. So what's he doing? Looks like he's banking it or maybe playing a safe. Ah, look at that. Look at that. Oh, my God. That's 3 quick games. Patrick's got to be happy with himself. Let's see. Is he dancing? Is he smiling? Do I see a little smile? One thing I did notice, he came back from hunting and his beard was a lot more grayer than normal. Must have been a stressful hunt. 60% more gray in his beard. He went hunting with his wife. That might explain it. I don't think Jenny's watching. And if she is, sorry. Here we go. Patrick on the hill. Good break. Makes the one on the side like a pro. Leaves the 9 in front of the pocket again. Let's take a look at this. What do we got? I mean, you can try banking the 2, but I don't know if there's... It's a low percentage shot. I mean, you are up 3 games. You're on the hill. If you're feeling it, right? Maybe go for it. This is a good view for you. Can't beat the duo view. Drills the bank. Comes out a little weird on the 3. Are we going to see a little bit of a stun? Maybe carom? I don't see this 9 ball being that difficult. You know, because even if you throw a little bottom right on it, if you don't hit the 9 perfect, maybe you hit the rail first. You always got that second chance at maybe knocking it in. He's doing some geometry. A little calculus going on. Double checking his math. Oh, there we go. 1 + 1 = 9 in the corner pocket. That's the only math that she should be doing right now. This could be it. Yep. See, I told you that off the rail gives you that second chance, and he almost, I mean, really, probably a quarter of an inch away from hitting that 9. And this is Michelle's time to shine. Not the hardest shot, not the easiest shot, especially after you've been beaten with a couple of good rolls. See, that's usually what happens. You know, you've been sitting for so long, your opponent's getting lucky. Patrick's gonna kill me after he watches this. I might have to edit this stuff out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what do we have here? A possible another opportunity for Michelle. And maybe another opportunity at the 9 ball. Man, he really likes rubbing it in, huh? Yep. Oh, move the 9 away. It's no longer a bangers game. Someone has to run 5 balls. Who's it going to be? I vote Michelle. I like this shot. Just a little bit of top. You don't have to go crazy with it. Just come out to the middle. Don't get behind the 8, you know? Oh, she used inside. I like that. That guarantees you're not going to get behind the 8. Now, this one's going to be 2 rails, left English. 3 rails. It looked like she put a little too much on it. I thought it was going to slow down off that 3rd rail. It did not. Little unfortunate. I mean, nothing like having your opponent on the hill and you put a little steroid into it, it's maybe a touch too much left or maybe a touch too much speed. I do like the 3rd rail, though. But at that point, it really comes down to, you got to hit that perfect. Okay, so she's playing defensive now. First defensive shot I've seen for a while. This does give Patrick an opportunity to bank out. Does he take it? I think you're on the hill. You're 3 games up. You go for it. Bank the 7. Come down table. Shoot the 8 in the upper right. Roll up for the 9. Oh, cue ball got away a little bit, but you know what? I think he's going to be fine. 8 ball in the side. I like taking it in the side here. Maybe a little bit of left English, so you go off that bottom rail there. Line up for the 9 a little bit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is it going to stop just in time? I think it is. I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I think we're going to be queuing up, no pun intended, for the Knights match in about an hour. He 3-railed the 9 in. Good match by Patrick, Mr. Sharpstick Glynn. Michelle Nevel, not her normal play that we've been used to seeing. Hopefully it didn't throw her for a curve that, Christopher didn't show up. But, you play the table, right? Not the player. And it is what it is. So we'll see you guys next week for the Jesters, and I should say we'll see you in about an hour for the Knights. And Derek Schwartz, Mr. Avenue Auto, #Team Mod, whatever his name is, he'll be here. He'll be defending his title against Dan Yanor, and I believe I'm saying that right. So thanks everybody. We'll see you soon.